Man, what to do, everybody, man? It's your motherfucking boy KSHOTEM and all that. Just thought I'd come through to make this quick video for y'all for today. You know, we got some Valorant today. So everybody knows I'll be playing that shit here or there now, you know what I mean? So you could for sure catch me on there, you know what I mean? I'll be really on there getting shifty, you know what I mean? So you could definitely find me on there. I normally pick this big boy right here, you know what I mean? He cool, you feel me? He got some cool little shit about him that I like, you know what I mean? And I haven't used it too much. I haven't played the game too much, you feel me? So I like to kind of like use a character and learn it before I go on to the next one. So this is your boy K Shot. I'm getting shifty in the city. You know what I'm talking about? Stop playing. So yeah, man. This is just a random squad too. I don't got no squad on this game, you know what I mean? Most games I play, I just play solo, you know what I mean? I just do it all, thug it out by myself, you know what I mean? So right here, you know what I mean? This your boy getting shifty in the city, man. Valorant, you feel me? Hey, man, if y'all don't got this game, man, go download it. You got the P5, you got the new Xbox. Go download that thing, man. That shit get shifty, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers really be on there too, like they know what they doing. It's pretty competitive, you feel me? If you don't know what it is, very competitive game. A lot of people say it's like Counter Strike, but to be honest with you, it is. But like the play style, but kind of reminds me of like Overwatch, like Team Fortress, you know, like with the abilities and all that shit, you know what I mean? So I think that it's a good mixture between those two games. I mean, me personally, I don't really care for abilities too much, you know. I'm a OG gamer, you feel me? So I come from, you know, the times where, you know, it was no abilities. It was just like run and gun and all that. And yeah, man, that fool dropped me. You know, I ain't gonna lie, you know, that boy dropped me early. But I come back, y'all gonna see I come back with it, you know what I mean? But yeah, so like I was on Counter Strike whenever I was a kid, you know what I mean, a teenager and shit on the computer and all that, you feel me? I used to go to internet cafes. There used to be one down the street right here on Harbor Boulevard called Battle Zone, you know what I mean? I used to go there all the time, and then I met a dude actually at the high school I went to. He worked at this place called Net to Net. Man, I used to ditch school to go there, you know what I mean? Play that game all day, you know what I mean, with the homies and all that, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, like, you know, I came up playing that, you know. So when this game came out and they was like, hey man, you know, this shit's like Counter Strike, this and that. I had to get up on it, and it's like Counter Strike because you have a bomb and you plant the bomb and all that. You feel me? It's tactical. The guns though, it is and ain't like Counter Strike. These guns are actually more like way less like I don't know how to say it. Every gun you have to be accurate almost, you know what I mean? You can't just be like spraying and praying half of the time. You it's like Counter Strike, how the bullets spread. You gotta like focus on how the bullets are spreading for each gun. But for the most part, you know, you don't want to spray and pray in this game, you know what I mean? You kind of have to control your gunfire with every weapon that you use, you know what I mean? As you see right here, blah, 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 blah. You know, knocking these boys' heads right off, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like this shit, like I said, this gun right here, though, I ain't gonna lie, like, you could spray this gun a little bit more than the other ones, you feel me? But, you know, you definitely want to be more accurate with your shots. So the only way you do that is by controlling your fire rate, which isn't by spraying, you know, half of the time. Especially if you're from a distance, like you tapping that motherfucker. You know, all different type of taps going on. You know what I'm talking about? Stop playing. But yeah, man, you know, I would definitely for sure advise people to go download the game if they don't have it already. You feel me? The game's been out for a little bit, you know what I mean? And as y'all see, I'm getting shifty, you know what I mean? These are some pretty, you know, slight rounds, you feel me? You know, you see some kills here or there, you feel me? We gonna get into the kills though, you feel me? You know what I'm talking about, like I think right here, you feel me? I slump them right here. Yup, Yup, I think I slump them right here. Yeah, man. It's a A site and a B site. So you're either defending or attacking. So right here, we gotta defuse the bomb. You know what I mean? So I mean, there's tactics that come into both sides when you're defending or attacking. Like that's why this game is a team orientated game. Like you just can't really play this shit with anybody or randoms or people that ain't competitive. You know what I mean? Because they ain't gonna care about winning or being like strategical on the field. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't come with them kind of factors half of the time. So a game like this, whew, they ain't gonna like it. Oh, you see how I creep out on them though? Look, bloop. You see how my shots are going crazy until I like really start shooting the right way? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't know how to shoot these guns, and look at this, I somehow ended up on top of that mug, but he ended up getting a kill. But yeah, that was some crazy shit right there. You know what I mean? Ended up right on top of him. You feel me? But yeah, man. I definitely get some kills in this match. I just wanted to talk about the game a little bit, show y'all this match, you feel me? I get shifty right here too, I seen how they was attacking the homie and shit like that, so you know how to come through right here, you feel me? I was like, oh shit, oh hell no. So I had to pop out on them real quick, boop 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 boop. But you see right there, I'm not spraying either, you know what I mean? I'm tapping the trigger to where my bullets are being spread the right way. You know what I mean? It's an important factor. You know what I mean? Bloop 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 bloop. You know what I'm saying? And you always want to be, not in the open like that, right? Because that's what happens. You're gonna get slumped. So you always want to be on the corners or on the wall. You feel me? Like creeping. You feel me? The only time you should be in the open is when you moving with the team and y'all is, you feel me, like right here, you feel me, like, it makes sense, right? You with the team, y'all get into the open area. But if you notice, like, I play with my surroundings, you know what I mean? So like if there's a wall, if there's a box or whatever it is, you know what I mean? If you ain't playing like that in this game, you gonna always get killed. If you always in the open, yeah, go play this game and try to always be in the open. Like you gonna die every time. Like you're gonna say, how come I can't line up a shot? And also I want to say this. A good way to line up your shot is if you have a cursor, a crosshair, then you want to line the crosshair up with the wall, right? Before you peek out, right? And you got to know the map too, because you got to know where the enemies would usually be when you peek out right there. But see, I had confidence right here, because I laid them two dudes out. You know what I'm talking about? Like I was like, man, I need this one too. Stop playing. Ooh, but I ended up getting laid out right here, I think. Yep. But I didn't expect the dude to be in the window. So yeah, man. Old grandma in the window making cookies up there. You know what I mean? I was right there on the ground. You see me getting shifty now. Alright, so I think now we planning the bomb. You know what I mean? But I want to show y'all in a little bit here how I like to play this game if I got the bomb. Because, we gonna get to it. But yeah, man, I get pretty shifty right here too. Don't get it misconstrued. And I don't use abilities and all that shit as much. Like I do, but like I said, like I don't really come from all those abilities. Oh yeah, right here, old boys start getting blicked. And in a second, this could happen, you know what I mean? Like, in a second, you could be thinking you covering them. Hell no, that boy getting blicked. So, yeah. Right here, I get pretty shifty, you know what I mean? Pop out on this fool, too. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, this round, I didn't even buy a gun, I don't think, because I was trying to save some bread, you know what I mean? I had died and shit, so I was like, man, fuck this. But, it worked out, ended up laying those dudes out, got me a little weapon and shit. Stop playing. So, yeah, man, if y'all don't know too, they came out with this 2v2 on here, which is hella cool. And that's how, honestly, I've been getting my gun game a lot better in there, you know what I mean? Because it's a smaller map, 2v2. So you get to focus on how you shoot the guns a lot more. Faster pace, you know what I mean? Quicker rounds. No abilities. So you get to focus on just gunplay. And, you know, that's just going to essentially make your aim better. You know what I mean? And that's what it did with me, you feel me? So that's what you would call practicing with your aim for sure. And that's why I like doing those 2v2s and all that, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, it's just target practice. Stop playing. And I hope they don't take it out the game, too, because I heard that it was some limited thing or whatever. Alright, so this fool gave me the bomb, right? So, for y'all that don't know, when you get the bomb, right, you always should go plant almost right away, you know what I mean? Almost, unless you're trying to trick them. But it's like, if you could pull it off until they catch on, just keep on planting that mug. And you don't always gotta plant in the same spot. But when you have the bomb, everybody should be looking at where you are. That's why I came over here and I was marking it, because everybody was over there, but I had the bomb. So I was trying to figure out if they knew how to play this game, not just get some kills, right? So then they came over to me, so I'm like, alright, cool, that's what's up. Because me, I come from Counter-Strike, right? So, like, I understand, like, planting the bomb and how to play this game, right? So, right here, we just start rushing, you know what I mean? To go right, plant the bomb, you know? And I don't know if they're going to pop out or not. I'm just taking that risk, you feel me? To just plant the bomb. And this wasn't even a good place to plant it, by the way. But it is if you good at the game, right? Because they gonna come right there, right? And somebody could be on the outside over there, one of your people, whatever. But really, that's not a good place to even plant the bomb. I just did it just because I was like, fuck it. You know, we were there, you feel me? It was quick. But, you know, at the same time, like I said, like, if you decent at the game, then, you know, it's not bad. And see, that's the whole point of the game, right? Is you gotta trick them. So I'm not going to go back to the same spot now, you know what I mean? So I see they dropped the bomb, you know, I'm going to pick it up. So now me, my natural instinct, I'm not going to the same bomb site. I'm going to the other bomb site because they're probably assuming I'm going to go where I just planted, right? Psychologically. So this is just how you play the game, though. Like, whoever has the bomb, you need to be taking that direction, right? Following the dude with the bomb, protecting the dude with the bomb. Because once the bomb goes down, if everybody's separated, you're damn near lost. Because once they see where the bomb's at, they covering it. You're done. So that's where you see me making sure I'm with the team, going right to plant, and then covering the bomb, right? That's the whole point of the game. And sometimes you could delay shit, you could fake shit, you could do it, but that's only if the other team is really caught on to what's going on. But if they ain't, then you could literally just trick them all day. Plant it over here, plant it over there, plant it over there, plant it right here. It's just all about rhythm, you know what I mean? And that's why this game is competitive, because, you know, it's a different nature, you know what I mean? And that's why it's like Counter-Strike. But with the abilities and all those things, it kind of turns it more into like a Overwatch type of vibe to me. You know, if you really want to ask me, it's kind of like an Overwatch vibe, you know what I mean? And some of the weapons too were, they didn't shoot like this, right? But they were similar to these type of weapons. It's just you didn't have to be as accurate with those, right? But yeah, man, that's a little dub right there, man. We took that shit, man. Make sure you tune in and tap in for the next video, man. It's your boy KSHOTEM, man, and I'm out.